Okay, I'm not gonna put any words in your mouth. If this is the King of Diamonds, I'm gonna lose my mind. I don't know.
I'm
how
gonna
you...
lose my shit if this is real.
Okay, go for it. Please be the King of Diamonds.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! That is the King of bloody Diamonds. How did that happen? I don't know how that happened. Oh my god, I'm literally shaking. How did that happen? How did that work? How the hell? Oh my god, it's just a normal deck of cards. Oh my god, that's the best trick I've ever seen in my life. That is incredible. That's the best magic trick I've ever seen. I love that.
Okay, and we're rolling. Okay. Welcome back to another episode of Fooler. This is my wife, Kaylee.
Hiya.
I am really hyped for this one. So, each week I'm learning more about myself as a performer, and Kaylee is learning more about magic, or I'm learning about how to perform to people to suit what they're interested in more.
Mm-hmm.
So we know from the past performances that Kaylee just doesn't really like card tricks. And I try to find things that interest you directly.
Yeah.
But as a magician, there's times when you need to or want to perform card tricks. But so I want to find. I've been looking for ways in how I can perform tricks that I want to do. So it's still fun for me, but that are going to engage Kaylee to the maximum.
Okay.
This one I think could be up there in one of the best tricks for you to experience, and for me as a magician and for the magicians to experience. So I'll tell you why. Actually, before we do this, deck of cards, they're gonna stay boxed.
Okay.
Right, so you can do some shuffles or whatever you want, but I quite like the idea that they're in the box, no manipulation, and you're gonna keep hold of them.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
Right, that's it. So if you have a pocket, you could put it in your pocket or whatever.
Yep.
And now we're going to do this. The last few weeks, we've been watching a YouTuber called Harry Mack.
Oh my god, yeah. Love Harry Mack.
Kaylee's not into rap music at all, but we've been watching Harry Mack. And he does this thing. Well, you can really quickly explain.
Well, he literally gets spectators randomly to name 3 different words, and then he just freestyles and links all the words together. But then he does things like he's wearing a hat, so he'll mention the hat, he'll mention the what's on the hat, he'll do everything impromptu in that very moment, and it is so fast.
It's amazing. It's like magic itself.
Yeah.
So I took inspiration from that for this.
Ooh, that's good.
How cool.
Now I'm excited.
Yeah, as always, I have to completely implore, these are not set up in any way, shape or form. Kaylee has no idea what's about to happen.
No.
Excited?
I'm excited now. I hope you don't do a freestyle though.
No,
Just get embarrassed.
No. But you might get embarrassed a little bit.
Oh no.
Here's what's gonna happen. So,
okay.
I want you to. You're gonna give me, like in Harry Mack, you're gonna give me the word, but yours is gonna be a number from 1 to 52.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So you can tell everyone. It doesn't matter.
14.
14, right? So if I was Harry Mack right now, I'd be trying to freestyle with the word 14.
Yeah.
But we're not. We're gonna do something different.
Okay.
I'm so nervous about this. If I open up my phone, plus 44, 7. You're gonna just call someone random.
What? No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I can't do that. I think I'll just. Oh no. What am I gonna say to them? What do I have to say?
So look, with 44, 7 in.
Yeah.
Type in. There's 11 numbers in a British phone number. So
yeah.
I put plus 44, 7. You can show the camera.
Oh my god.
This is any number that I swear on Thomas's life. This is any number that you want, you can put into this phone. Thomas is our son. I'm not lying to you.
Okay.
All right.
How many do I put in?
Well, it'll probably show that there's it splits it into groups of 3 or 4.
I did hit another 7, so 7.
Oh, 777.
2,
Dangerous.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more.
One more. Okay. Wait. So
I'm
going to say this out loud so you know we're not changing the number. 07778.
Yeah.
342.
Yeah.
659. I'm going to hit call.
What did you say?
Is it coming through?
Don't say anything. Don't say anything.
Speaker. Please call. Okay, you have to do the talking.
What do I say?
You're going to ask them to name a playing card. Ask them.
Hello.
Hi, could you do me a massive favour? I'm doing a trick live on YouTube, and I would like you to name any playing card, please.
Sorry, who's this?
My husband's on YouTube, and we're doing a video now, and I had to call a random number and ask someone to name any random playing card. Could you do that for me, please?
Where is it on YouTube?
Yes.
Could you blur my number? Like, it's not going to be up anyway?
Yeah, no, it's not going to be up anyway. Don't worry about that. We've blurred it out. It's fine.
Okay. Any card.
Yeah, any card.
King of Diamonds?
Perfect. Thank you so much. What's your name?
Mark.
Mark. Thank you so much, Mark. That's great. Thank you so much for your help. Have a lovely day.
You too.
Sorry, Mark.
Yeah.
If you want to, we'll send you the. If we're going to put this on YouTube, we'll blow your number up. We will send you my YouTube link if you want. It's Lloyd Barnes.
That's fine. Just you can just delete the number. That's cool.
Oh yeah, man. No worries. All right. Have a good day, man. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
That was amazing. I go you. That was so good.
That was so embarrassing. He was so close to not actually doing that.
I'm surprised you didn't go straight to telephone sales. Or higher. What's the thing that you do every time you get a phone call like that? It's
I say, excuse me, can you take me off the call list, please?
yeah, because they legally have
They
to.
legally have to take you off.
That was crazy.
That was insane. He said the King of Diamonds.
I was. Oh yeah, I completely didn't listen to what Carly said. I completely didn't listen at all.
The only thing I listened to. I thought, please do it, please do it, please.
I feel like I ruined it by laughing. You know how
Oh, yeah.
I get so nervous at phone calls. I can't even call takeaways if we're gonna have
No.
food. Kaylee has to call
I
for
have
me.
to call them
or
every
I don't
single
know
time.
why.
But that
was-
How good was I?
You nailed that. Oh my god,
That's so embarrassing.
that was actually
I think
crazy.
he was Australian. Thank you so much, Mark. If you ever see this, we'll
No, I
put your number out, but that was so lovely. Thank you so much. I'm really nervous now.
I got like that anxiety, not like that.
Adrenaline jump.
Yeah.
Dump. Yeah.
I shouldn't. I feel like I might have ruined the video because I was like screaming, laughing in the background. I don't know.
Oh, no, it'll be fine.
Anyway, that was the coolest. Well, nothing's happened yet, but that was
pretty cool just to do that.
So I need to like decompress a second.
I know.
We got to do the trick.
Yeah. We're going to do the trick.
You have the deck of cards.
Yeah.
I can't remember what number you named.
14.
And he said the King of Diamonds.
Yeah.
I just want to stress to you guys out there. I did not tell you to name the King of Diamonds.
No.
Did you tell Mark? Mark? I feel terrible.
Mark.
Did you tell Mark to name? Were you named the 14? Sorry, and did you tell Mark to name the King of Diamonds?
No.
This is any
God,
card at
please.
any number. I'm not even going to say anything. Just go for it.
Really?
If this works, this has to be the best card trick I've ever done for you.
This is the best card trick if it works. Oh my god!
They're
I'm
also
so
just working
excited.
on, like, the
I'm
lowest
so
of
excited.
the
Give me a
level.
hand. Am I doing it face up or face down?
Face up. It doesn't. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It's your trick.
It's 14.
You're doing all this. You
Okay.
can do face up or face
Okay,
down.
it's 14, and we're going to count. Ready? 1, 2, 3,
Stop at 13.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Wait a second now, Kale. We haven't seen the King of Diamonds here.
No.
You just asked, could you deal from the face or face
I
up
just
of the
did the
deck?
face.
I literally told you could actually do any one. You called a real random person.
He was like, please blur out my number. I don't want your link.
Quite rude. Well, he did can't.
No, bless him.
Okay, I'm not gonna put any words in your mouth. If this is the King of Diamonds, I'm gonna lose my mind. I don't know
I'm
how
going to
you-
lose my if this is
this
real.
Okay, go for it. Please be the King of Diamonds.
Oh my god! god! That is the king of bloody diamonds. Mark! How did that happen? I don't know how that happened. Oh my god, I'm literally shaking. How did that happen? How did that work?
Is there any more King of Diamonds? Or it doesn't matter, does it? Because
No. How the hell? Oh my god, it's just a normal deck of cards. Oh my god, that's the best trick I've ever seen in my life. That is incredible. That's the best magic trick I've ever seen. I love that. How did that work?
That was next level.
I named a random number. You gave me a sealed deck and didn't touch it. Then you gave me a phone and I called a random guy. I didn't know his number. You didn't know. I put random numbers into the phone. Oh my god, we're going to have to blur out his number, definitely. Bless him. He's probably in the middle of his working day and he's like this random YouTuber.
Random YouTuber's wife.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And then he gave me the card, the King of Diamonds. I counted down and it was bloody there. That's incredible. However you did that, that is insane.
All right, look, before we forget what's just happened, Fula.
Yeah, 100%. I have no idea how that happened.
I've never seen you swear so much.
I know, I'm so sorry.
I can see you got tears slightly in your eyes.
I know, I can't.
You can see. This isn't any card, any number that's made you cry.
ACAAN just made me cry. And I hate card tricks.
That's the thing, right? The very beginning of the episode, I said I wanted to find a way, and this is what we all should be doing. We should be finding ways.
That is incredible that you
it...
just tailored that to something that would engage me straight away.
Yeah.
100%, that gets full marks.
Full marks?
Straight off the bat.
How many bonus points?
2.
2?
Yeah, 2 bonus
Wow.
points. That's it. It's a card trick, and I just give 2 bonus points.
And you've literally, I don't know if anyone can see, you've got tears.
I'm crying.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
That was incredible. I really want to ring Mark back and apologise. Love him. Oh my god, that was so good.
That was exciting for me.
Oh my god,
As well,
the
and this
nerves. It gave me that nervous, anxious, fun element of, you know, when you were kids and you used to dial people up and you just used to say random stuff or ask them questions or...
We've literally been watching Harry Mack on YouTube every single night for the last, since you went to Bath on the on the 18th.
18th, yeah.
And what's the date now? It's the 28th. So for 10 days, every single night we've been watching him on YouTube. And I was like, how can I make a trick relevant? I want to enjoy performing it. It's a trick that has to interest me, otherwise there's no point in, you know, it has to interest everyone. And this is the result. I'm blown away.
I am actually speechless. I think that's going to stay with me all day.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So I don't want to tell, I'm going to tell all of you how it works.
I don't want to know.
I don't think I want to tell you how it works.
I don't want to
But I'm going to tell you how this works in all its glory. I'm going to fully explain all this to all you. This is not my trick. I wish it was my trick. I'm not even going to tell you whose trick it is. I'll tell everyone at home. I'm going to show you the full method to this at home.
You're not going to tell me. No.
I'm not going to tell you the name because if I do, you might have an idea how it's done.
Right, okay. Now I'm trying to think.
No, don't. Look, I
don't want to spoil that magic. That was insane.
That was great, right?
Yeah. That was incredible.
I'm blown away.
I can't believe it worked. I can't believe that. Well, how did that work? How did that work, please? I need to know, but I don't.
I don't want you to know. The best way...
I so want to know, but I don't.
No, because experience it. That's just magic, right?
Oh
magic.
My God.
People say that magic is tricks. I honestly think, without getting too pithy, that magic is real the moment like you experience it. The moment you turn that thing over.
That whole thing that right there was...
That was real.
The realest
that
magic
emotion was real.
you'll ever feel.
The emotion of happiness is real. The emotion of like love and hatred and anger, that's all real.
Yeah.
That was magic, and that was because of this effect. An ACAAN. There's some lessons for you, in this is somebody who hates card tricks. And any card, any number, you've seen ACAAN more than any spectator's wife.
He walks around the house shouting, Kaylee, name a card! Kay, name a number!
All right, let's go learn how to do this. So straight up, this is not a paid promotion in any way, shape or form. I get nothing for this and I was not asked to do this. This is purely off my own back because I love this effect, this trick so damn much. I think I'm going to be performing this for the rest of my life, genuinely. This is something from Mark Kirstein. It's been out for about 6 years, coming up on probably 7 years or something. This is the Diverter app. This is Diverter 4. I seen an email come in the other day with a massive update to it. And I'm going to run you through how I perform that any card at any number and tell you about some of the incredible things about it. And fear not, even though this is an app, this is extremely affordable. You can all go and get it today, right now. It's not going to break the bank. But I'm just going to tell you the method. So this is the Diverter app. You'll be able to see this on screen. In its essence, I have somebody on the other line waiting for a phone call. So in this case, I used my friend Bo, who is Australian, and he has his phone there. What is in a nutshell happening, just to be very clear, so you all just get how simple this is. Kaylee was typing in a random number and we're hitting call. What's secretly happening is I input from one of the many different amazing input methods, which I'll show you and run through with you really quickly, the number that she'd named, which was 14. When you press call, that random number finds Bo in my phone book, temporarily erases his name and photo from my phone book and replaces it with that number. So it looks like when it's calling that truly random number that she dialed. When he answers, either via a notification, because he's on iOS 16, so he gets a notification without needing the app, so you can send it to anyone in the world who has iOS 16, they'll get a notification. Or also he could hear, if I put the option on, to the voice which wouldn't come through on my phone, which says, please name the King of Diamonds or whatever corresponding card. And then, so he has the conversation with Kaylee, you press hang up, and then it replaces his name replaces that temporary number back to his name and photo in your phone, so everything's completely back to normal and your phone just looks perfect. And of course the deck was in a stack, and I made the stack. I just made a shuffle stack because Kaylee partially knows some mnemonica, so to throw her off the scent I just shuffled the deck and input the stack really quickly. And that is the very bare bones of it. So deck in any order you like that you just recorded, or you can choose mnemonica or something else. Input a number, any number. When you press call, it'll call any number that you've predetermined. So look how beautiful this interface is. I clicked on Bo in my phone book, but you can put in any random number, or I can choose a random contact from my phone and it'll immediately do it. Again, this is for other things. I'll talk to you about all the crazy integrations and stuff that it can do. And then these are my options for how I want to input the card. So I input it by putting the number 14 in and pressing delete just on my dial pad. But you can do things like a T9 input where you start to use like an old predictive text on the phone screen and it shows you. Or you can have the gyro list input, which is an amazing input method, which is when they look at the screen, they can't see anything. When you turn the phone back to you, I'll see if I can show you this actually. So when they see the screen, okay, you come here, put random numbers in. When I turn the phone screen to myself, so all the audience can see it, when I turn it to myself, as if to like put in a number or press the call button, the list, as you can see on screen, appears just for me. So I don't know if you can just about see that on the screen on here, but I can choose any card that they've named. So if you want them to have a free name card or a star sign, because you can do star signs or anything in the world, I can then just scroll through, for example, Queen of Hearts, put it in. They can't see that goes away, but that's the gyro input. So it's another beautiful input. I just put the number in, it's super easy, but anything you want. Press the call button, that it looks like it's calling that random number, but secretly it's calling anyone you've set it up with in advance or just asked to answer the call in advance. And that's the trick essentially done. When you press hang up, the phone sort of cleans itself up, the contact goes back to normal, and it's just that clean. I have slept on this a little bit over the past 6 years. Mark put this out years ago, still crazy cheap price. Every update is free to all existing users. So if you already bought this when you first put it out, this massive update is completely free. And there are other apps that are similar to this out there on the market. And the beauty of this is that, like, and this was the very first of its kind, and everything else came after it. But just alone, the price difference. This is like £50 or like $59, right? And you get everything with it. If you want to buy the other apps, I think like the Stranger I was looking at, that costs you don't get all the features in the Stranger because it's a subscription model. And every year you have to pay $200. So if you want to perform the Stranger for 2 years, it's going to cost you like $400. And I've done my research into both of these apps when looking to perform what to perform on Kaylee today. And, well, Mark is known for being the best in the world at creating iOS apps. And just like, there's a funny meme I'll put on screen, and it's not to like talk smack on anyone else's stuff, but I think this summarizes or sums it up pretty well, the comparative difference. The meme is going to be on screen here, and you can just see that like there's the real Apple phone UI looks like. There's what Diverter 4 looks like, and that's what the Stranger looks like. And you think, if you're paying $200 a year, you want it to be absolutely immaculate. And so I think like for me, instantly the little things like that from the very beginning are huge differences. But I'm going to run you through some of the crazy stuff this can do. So if I open up like settings, you've got display and UI. You can launch it from your home screen. So for example, when I press perform, it looks like my real home screen. When you press it, it animates open, has these features. It just looks very... I know this from making apps or from developing apps alongside people, like people develop them for me and I come up with the ideas. When you make an app which isn't supposed to be seen by the spectators, you can have any design you like. When you make an app which is supposed to replicate a native app, it has to absolutely look 100% authentic, or you will get caught out. I experienced this. I had somebody, when we were very, very first creating Cypher, the plus symbol on the button was off by about 2 pixels, just off center. And a spectator pointed it out to me, right? A spectator did. And it was lucky, it was its very early infancy, and we could correct it. But that experience alone taught me that although we think we can always get one over our spectators, someone pointed that out. So when you're paying $200 a year for an app, every year, so over the space of 5 years, that's going to cost you $1,000. You need it to look completely perfect. And if it doesn't, then the job has failed. Some of the cool things, though, to this Diverter 4 update, which is update free to everyone. And I want to say, the price tag on this, it's not a subscription model. So it's just $59, which is like 50 quid for life. You're welcome. Sorry, it sounds like Mark has asked me to do this, or like a pity, but it's not. This is just so good. I'm just actually a little bit blown away at how good this is. And after that reaction, this is a lifer for me, 100%. So let me just show you some of the other cool things. You got audio. So this is one of the amazing features, web peeking. So you can see on here, I can auto send this message to Bo. So when I press perform, I can turn on an auto message. I asked Bo beforehand, would he take the call this morning? And he said yes. And you can just ask a bunch of friends. As soon as I press perform, it sends him a message with a web link. He opens that web link on his phone. And because he's on iOS 16, me and him are both on it. And most people will be once iOS 16 goes out. Even if you're not, they just open it on Safari on their phone or on their computer. It will as soon as I input the card and press call, it will show up on screen. Please name the King of Diamonds. Or if you want to change it to other things like horoscopes and stuff, it'll say please say Sagittarius or whatever. So as soon as I press perform to start the trick, he gets that text. He knows that call's coming in a couple of minutes. Then he can either get it like basically because it's got web peak notifications on iOS 16. He can get a notification, kind of like a text message on his phone that tells him what card it's going to be as well, which is just like another reason Mark Kirstein is Mark Kirstein. There's a display peak for you to make sure you've input the right list item or the right card's going to show up. There's also the audio peak, which I personally really like this. I was just fortunate that Bo was at home so he could just look at his phone screen. But the audio peak is amazing, and you can choose when they get it. But essentially, when you turn it on, when he answered that call, and he's like, hello, blah, 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 and it'll say to him, and he'll hear it, but you won't. Even on speakerphone, it'll say to him, please, it'll be like a Siri's voice, like, please name the King of Diamonds, or please name the Four of Hearts, or please name January, or please name anything you want through his phone, but you won't hear it. It's incredible. So they haven't even got to see anything. So if you say to a friend, like, look, when I perform, you'll get a text message off me because I've auto-enabled it. When all you have to do is just answer your phone wherever you are, and you'll hear the card. So they haven't got to do anything other than just repeat the card they hear. Incredible. And then you've got all these integrations. So I won't go into all the details like the card swipe back, black screen and things, but now it's integrated with Wikitest, with Earworm, Magic Web Effects, iThump, all your digital force bag lists. So any list you have in digital force bag, like 100 celebrities, you can import those into this now, and you can have somebody name a random celebrity. And you say name a random celebrity, and they say actually, all of you think at home of a random celebrity. Who's thinking of Tom Cruise? Comment down below. But they name a random celebrity, and you're like, let's call someone and see if they're going to name a random celebrity too. And you can just have them name a random celebrity. It's like, what on earth? It's got a bunch of instructional videos. It's got a couple of live performance videos, and it's also got open API features, which means that you can integrate it with other apps. And I actually called Mark and asked him, would he mind me performing this on Kaylee? So because Mark is a friend, but this is genuinely not a paid promotion. And so two things, because this is an open API, he's going to be integrating it hopefully with Maxim, my app, and I can just use the API. API means that you can just integrate with other apps completely. So, like for example, with Maxim, they can cut and complete the deck, or they think they're shuffling the deck. And because the API, the apps can talk to each other, and then I can have it call any person that they think is a random person, and they can then name the position or the out. Like, so they could say, actually, you know what, mate? Can you deal down to your birthday? Or I don't know, I want them to tell them to spell their name and it'll be this, things like that. So all these integrations, and of course all the updates are free, are amazing. Like, imagine somebody thinks of a word in Wikitest and then a stranger reveals that word. Like, this is like upper echelon miracle like performances. And then off the back of that question, I asked him, I said, you know, is it okay to perform this on my channel? And which really think this would be because me and Kaylee have been watching Harry Mack and blah, blah, blah. There's no TV rights. So the other ones, the TV rights are restricted, even though Mark's is the original. TV performance rights, YouTube performance rights, all of that, Mark gives full permission. So you can just go and get this app now. And if you're performing on TV, America, Britain's Got Talent, if you've got a YouTube channel, social media, TikTok, anything you want, you haven't got to ask, you haven't got to pay for the rights, you just go and perform it. And like, for me, perfect example, this is my channel. It even says on you, like, the rights are restricted. I didn't spot it. So I didn't even need to call Mark. Any one of you can just go and do this right now. And it just blows my mind. So yeah, let me just show you some of the other features. You've got, so you've got the apps and APIs, and you can just you can have something, if you've copy and pasted something in your clipboard even. So if you've written something in your notes, like write something down so we can all see it, but they can't see it. And then you copy it, it'll transmit that. It'll talk to you've got your open API features. Here's all your lists. So I actually made the shuffle deck order list in like a minute last night. I literally just shuffled the deck and then typed in each card on the list, and that was done, dusted. You got Wikitest words, months, star signs. You could put all the Marvel superheroes in, anything. Think of anything. And what I like best about Diverter is that I did this specifically because we're like, you know, you guys are magicians watching this, and I know we all love like to find the greatest versions of the any card any number. But when you think about that, if like for me, I was aiming at kind of all of you watching, and Kaylee, who's a magician's wife. But if you think of random spectators, they don't always think of the best trick. Their favorite tricks are the ones that we like. They think of the things that are more grand. So you could have them. You could secretly find out, or you could have them write it down. Anything. They could just flat out tell you the name of somebody they love that's no longer with us. They can then call a stranger, and that stranger could tell them that person's name. Or, do you know what I mean? You got to think. You can just get, this can just be so huge, and it can be a street trick. It could be a bar trick. Or this can just genuinely play on stage. Like to thousands of people. Like, this would not be a miss at a Darren Brown show. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, just to choose the contact again is super simple. And I don't know, I can't really say enough. It's just such an incredible app, such a dirt cheap price for what it does. I can't give this. I don't give ratings on things, but this is. I hate when people say like 110% because it's only 100%. This is a flat 100% maximum score for me. I just can't quite get over it, and I'm looking through it now. It's so in depth with the instructions, the performances. It tells you so clearly. There's language and you can do this in any language. So it doesn't matter where you are in the world, you'll be able to perform this. I'm quite frankly lost for words. One last thing, the other little thing I noticed by the by was that if you change into dark mode, it changes into dark mode. And I know that's a stupid little thing, right? Which I personally just love, but that's something that the Diverter just has, which the other ones don't. And I think, again, it's just another compounded reason to do this. And you know, the last thing, before I forget, when I was on the phone call with Mark, because I was looking into both of them, because I really wanted to do this, I seen that the big difference is that one of them, the Stranger, has voice recordings. So I said to Mark, which personally I can think of automated calls, but it just seems so fake to me having recordings on there. But nonetheless, I'm part of a group that Mark posted this in years ago, and I was looking through all the stuff about it, and someone had asked in that group, and I think I found a screenshot somewhere, would Mark, this is 6 years ago, would Mark be adding recordings to it? And I asked Mark, I said, what features are coming up? Because he said he's got a ton more features, and one of the features he's put in there is recordings. So the major difference, because somebody asked it before The Strange was ever released, so Mark is actually going to put that in there. So if you do want to use recordings, which I personally, which means they'd ring and it would be an automated call on the other, even though you can fake the call so it sounds like the person's real. Personally, it has to have that human element. I talk about this a lot, that magicians are terrible actors. We need to learn how to act better. And I learned a long time ago in when I was doing animation classes briefly, that the human eye can always pick up instinctively when a CGI character moves. It's why when you watch The Matrix or Marvel films, you know the difference between live action and CGI almost immediately. Your brain just picks it up. And we also do that when people are acting too, and it's an automated voice recording message. But Mark being Mark, just because he was asked to do this originally, and he's now finally getting around to adding all the features into this, he is going to do it. So for those of you that do have a cool method or cool presentation where it makes sense to have a recording, he's also got you covered there as well. So I can't give this anything but the highest of the high recommendation. And you've just seen the result that it had on Kaylee. She just seen a card trick and any card at any number, which inherently should be boring. And because of this simple app in my phone, it became a miracle to her. And she just said she's going to remember this trick. This trick is going to stay with her. And it's a f***ing ACAAN. So I hope you all enjoyed that tutorial. Feel free to go and pick up the app from the App Store. The link is down in the description below. It's on screen. And I have nothing more to say. I will see you guys on Sunday for the live Sunday service. And I'll be back on Tuesday for another Tutorial Tuesday. Peace. I'm glad they answered. They could have not answered.
I know.
Or
they could have gone.
Yeah. I would have loved it if they said off.
Yeah.
I would genuinely have been like, that's made the video. But yeah, so thanks very much. Thank you very much.
So cool.
If I haven't said that, we stopped recording.
Kiss, kiss.
I didn't stop recording.
Oh,
fucking hell, Kale. Jesus Christ.
sorry. Okay.